All right, everybody, so we're in part 2 here. I just used the Sennheiser HD. Just lost a connection with my phone because I turned off my screen like a silly head. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So I have a chat thing up here, and you guys will be able to see things as they come up. So I don't know why I connected that. But part 2, I was testing out the Drop and Sennheiser collaboration HD8XX with my best setup, which is currently the Sennheiser HDV820 amp DAC, connected through coax to a Smith Realizer A16 DSP. It's a surround sound and headphone equalizer component, and then that is all connected to a PlayStation 4, sending out 7.1 channels of LPCM audio through HDMI, and all connected to my LG TV OLED. So, what is this headphone like? Well, for one, I'm using a second headphone around my neck. That is the the PC37X, and I do acknowledge. Let's be a good doobie and read. The PC37X is like my workhorse. I use it almost every day. I use it for conference calls. I use it for my iPad when I'm gaming. If I want just not to hook up 4 components and I just want to plug straight in, yeah, I love that little guy. But right now I'm just using it as a microphone, and it has a bit more clamping force than the HD8XX. The HD8XX is leagues clearer, bringing you more into the game, much more realistic sounding, less bass response, but it sounds pretty natural. And later, I already did sign up for it. Let's just get into a world. I did some testing with music the other night. I really loved how it kind of lit up my brain with how stimulating Muse Undisclosed Desires was. That's a really great track, really exciting. And I had a lot of fun with all the plunking. There's string instruments that go dum dum dum, and then there's a really cool bass line, boom that a lot of headphones kind of lose in the mix. So really cool extra string plucks. I don't even know that they don't sound like violin strings. They're just extra stuff going on. There's a lot. It's a dense song with a lot of layers of a lot of cool instruments doing different things. And with the HD8XX, all that kind of gets clearly in focus, so that even though there's all this stuff going on, it doesn't overwhelm you, mold together into a big old wall of sound. Whereas other headphones can tend to blur it together. Now, not everything is free. There are some trade-offs. At the very end of the song, there's a point where there's a note that goes dun dun dun, and then dun, and then there's a really deep sub bass note that replies back with a wah dun wah dun. Whoa.
Welcome to Sapienza 47.
Let's wait for the cutscene.
Silvio Caruso's family home is right across the square.
Okay, wait, I can't skip it. Good. Before we lose track of what I was talking about, the wom part, the sub bass, you can hear it, but it's not thick. It's not bleeding over other frequencies like it is on other headphones, and so it's perceived as a lot less. It's also not magnified, although the HD800 and 8XX do have good sub-bass extension. The 8XX, yeah, it does have a little bit more bass, but it's still that really clean, super tight bass. And so, see. So this is...
Yeah, no, just hear me out, okay? This is nothing like last time.
listening to footsteps and things.
I was out walking the hill, and I see this convoy of black trucks with ether logo. No headlights or anything, coming up the coastal road towards Villa Caruso.
Yeah, okay. Caruso works for Ether. He's got some kind of home laboratory. I'm sure he needs chemicals and dry ice.
This is cool.
No, I remember from high school physically. What's your point?
How about this?
That hasn't been
I hid in the bushes, and I caught a glimpse of a biosuit. Like
All right there?
you see in those contagion movies. Maybe skinnish.
Oh, you're for real this time. A biosuit? What the hell are they making there?
I'll bet you a beer. It's not beauty products.
Man, I gotta talk to my brother about this. He's a journalist. There might be a story here.
I'm glad you think so. Guess my stories aren't so bad after all, are they?
Yeah. Don't milk it.
Alright, this game is wonderfully atmospheric. So, speaking about atmosphere again.
Dr. Lafayette speaking.
Love this place.
Just so, I'm outside Villa Caruso now, enjoying a coffee in the sun. Lovely town. So, anything I should know about Dr. Caruso before our first session? I was briefed on his anxiety attacks, his genophobia.
Yeah, it's really cool
Very
to
well.
be able to just clearly
Don't
tell
you
where everything
worry,
is happening.
Caruso is not the first troubled genius I have turned around. Just look at Jordan Cross. I'll have young Silvio calm and serene in no time. And you as well.
Sure.
It seems Ether Management is concerned about Silvio Caruso's mental health, no doubt due to his mental breakdown last year. They have hired world-renowned psychologist Dr. Oscar Lafayette to treat the neurotic bioengineer. The session will no doubt take place in private, and furthermore, our records show that Caruso and Lafayette have not previously met.
How are you, sir?
Excuse me.
I guess I gotta knock this guy out in private. So, yes, Undisclosed Desires of the Heart, or Undisclosed Desires by Muse.
And
The
she's a
sub
lawyer.
bass sound kind of happens, but it's not particularly loud.
No kids.
It is a bit louder on the HD8X. It is also a little bit louder when you buy it. But that's a different story. This is perfect. Hush, hush, hush. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Have a nap. Okay, so, oh, good thing you didn't see me. I hope you don't. It's the vision thing. Yeah, there we go. So, the sub bass is
Go down to the beach.
sometimes a little bit too clean.
Ciao. Can I help you with
Sometimes no. That was close. How am I gonna get up there?
Italian sausage. Ooh, that looks good. Love that meat.
Love that meat. It's breaking and entering. So, yes, it's not like it was enough to stimulate me with the rest of the song, but oh, keys.
Busting your ass for tips, huh?
You know it.
Weird.
Didn't your mama teach you manners?
So, yes, you did. Thank you.
What?
Not good, not good, not
However,
good.
it is easy to kind of forget what you're doing as far as a reviewer and just kind of enjoy it because it does sound extremely natural. Now, the other thing is that it does have such a clean bass, and it does have such a clean start, is what I mean, like clean baseline, that if you want to add a DSP or you want to add some effects, I was using a DSP effect on my little DAP, which is a hi-fi, was it? Hibby R6 Pro, and it has a built-in equalizer, but also a special effects thing. And you can increase the bass, you can do other stuff, but you can also add some DSP effects that kind of blur and add some of that multi. Oh no! Really? Like no audio at all? Man, I was working so hard to explain all this stuff. Well, now I have to work on fixing it. It says the microphone's active. Do. Disable game chat audio. I do want to be heard. Hello? Hello? Okay, it's there. That's weird. It's set to have everything on. I didn't change anything from last time. Well, just in case it did save, I'm going to finish my thought, and then I'll try to start the stream again. Actually, it's pretty much time for me to go to the post office. So let's just hope that this gets recorded. So adding a DSP, yeah, you can add in some warmth and slower decay and extra sub bass and things like that to give it the impression of a thicker, warmer sound. And that is all because it has such a clean, warm start, or a clean, clear start. So you can kind of mold it. If you want one headphone to do it all, I do really like this. But if you don't have any DSP, what you get is a very natural, realistic sound that's very immersive when you game, because it's very close to real life. But if you want to be entertained with extra fun and extra warmth and bass all the time, well, either you can use a DSP and have the best of both worlds. Ooh, cool. Wow. I want to be you because you're just full of color, dude. Well, maybe I'll just leave it here. I don't know what's going on in here. This is cool. Yeah, HD8XX. I kind of wish I had one, but since I have an HD800, I do generally have... Oh, no, give me that. There we go. I do have a good starting point. I can be pretty happy with it, but the price being only it's you have a $1,600 or $1,700 HD 800S for a new one, or you can get a new HD 8XX for, what was it, 11,000 or 1,100, and yes, that's expensive, but it's a flagship tier, high quality deal.
Hey, bozo, watch where you're going.
You're a bozo. You get out of my way. So, don't just take my word for it, but what you're getting, I'm trying to tell you what you would get if you got this, and you can choose for yourself if that sounds good. It is definitely still not free.
That's it. This is the town where the politicians mock off the honey dye. Sounded familiar.
Interesting. The place has history.
It also has just really good weight distribution and light clamp and all this stuff, so you can wear it for hours. But if you do want to wear it for a long time, you may want to EQ it to reduce a little bit of treble. However, treble here is smooth. I don't know. I don't have any EQ going on. I'm just using the surround DSP. And I've been listening all night. I stayed up till like 4 in the morning and then got up at like 10. Maybe. No, actually,
That's funny. I don't feel all that
9:30.
well, actually.
Is it funny? Like, haha funny or what?
Yeah, that's wow, that is pretty gross, actually.
Pushing, asshole.
Any of those little delicious, okay, guess not.
Crab rangoon. Dun dun dun. So we're gonna end this stream with this guy. He's going to listen to another brand. The most inconspicuous thing.
Nah, just protecting their investment.
Passing
They
someone
put
up
a lot
instead
of
of...
dough into this project.
Can you come back in 5 minutes?
Disguise yourself as... Alright, when we come back, I will be a doctor.